Good morning, Cedar Park High School. It's Wednesday, January 29th, and it's a B-Day. I'm Ella Neal.
And I'm Evan Vines.
On the Wolfcast today, Emma Jamil talked to the Winter Guard on how they're working with the new director, information about the Culinary luncheon, how cheer is prepping for nationals,
Your top 3 things, and a new episode of the Pack Chat.
Let's jump in because the Wolfcast starts now. For the first time in 5 years, CPHS Color Guard has a new director.
Casey Kuhns comes to CPHS from Leander High School. Reporter Emma Jamil found out how our Color Guard team feels about this drastic change.
Thanks, Evan. I spoke with some members of the team to see how this new winter season is going with Kuhns. The Color Guard team is experiencing some growing pains as the new director hits the scene. I spoke to Color Guard member Angel Nichols about how she feels on the transition.
I miss how the old director kind of knew us longer and he knew what we were capable of doing and he's seen us at our worst and our best. But I think with our new director, he'll be able to grow into that position.
The opinions are wide-ranging in the Color Guard community. I spoke with varsity Color Guard member Parrish Jakowski about how she feels on the new Color Guard teacher.
Well, I could definitely say that he does a lot more things than the other director because he's a little bit more active, and that definitely helps because our old director didn't really do every single thing, and that was kind of troublesome because we didn't really know exactly what to do. But now that our new director actually does the stuff and he says, oh, so you have to do that, and then actually does it, it helps a lot. So I definitely think that helps a lot, and he's bringing a lot to the table with that.
I can't wait to see what the team does next.
Thanks, Emma. The team is set for a successful year with a great director.
That's right, Ella. Today, during a lunch, Culinary will be hosting its first staff luncheon of the semester. Each month, a different senior in the Advanced Culinary program chooses a menu and prepares a luncheon for a select group of CPHS staff. This month, senior Mackin Cole is preparing the luncheon.
The culinary luncheons are great for the students because it gives them an opportunity to practice real-world industry skills. So we have the wait staff and everyone out front, and then behind the scenes they're cooking and they're preparing just as if they would in a real restaurant.
More luncheons are expected to come later this semester.
Cedar Park Cheer is headed to nationals in Orlando, Florida next week. They're competing against teams in 5A and 6A division. The competition will last for 3 days. Junior cheerleader Elena Benacasa tells us how they are prepping.
We've been practicing every day during the period, and this week we have after school practices and just doing our routine over and over again. We've never been before, so we don't really know how it's going to be, and we're going against 6A schools and 5A, so we're hoping to do good, obviously, and just do our best.
Good luck, CP Cheer. We will update you on the results as they come in.
Coming up next are your top 3 things.
But first, a word from our sponsor.
Smoky Moe's Barbecue, the best barbecue that money can buy. Proudly supporting Cedar Park High School.
Welcome back to your top 3 things. I'm Abby Martinez. First, an Austin man was arrested after allegedly using a utility line as a tightrope. At first, there was just pictures on social media, but police confirmed it did indeed happen. The call came around police around 1 p.m. Monday. The man was arrested and taken to jail. Next, the University of Texas will now require new students to have the measles vaccination before attending school in the fall. Only non-U.S. citizens had to show proof of the vaccination before, but now all students must after a reported measles case in Travis County last month. And finally, Texas A&M University has suspended all undergrad students from traveling to China due to the coronavirus outbreak. The university also urged faculty to only travel to China for essential trips. Last week, a student was thought to have the virus after traveling, but was found not to.
Wow, it's crazy that the coronavirus is so close to home for us.
It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
But there have been a lot of viruses in the past where you have this big scare the world could be deeply affected by this, but it might go away. There's probably a bit of optimism.
Exactly. And I've heard it's just flu-like symptoms, so it's really only super dangerous if you're a baby or older with respiratory issues. So I think we might be fine.
Thank you, Abby. Now take a look at these announcements.
Hello, Cedar Park. I'm Ella Neal, and welcome to an all-new opinion segment, The Pack Chat. In this segment, I'm joined every Wednesday by co-hosts Victor Martinez and Addie Bates, along with a guest co-host, to discuss the week's most trending topics. We will also be asking for your thoughts on social media for us to share on the show. With that said, let's get started with our first trending topic of the morning. First up, TMZ is coming under fire after the death of NBA legend Kobe Bryant in a helicopter crash over the weekend. Law enforcement has come after the tabloid website, saying it reported the athlete's death, as well as others on board, before they could notify family members. In a New York Post interview, TMZ founder Henry Levin claims, "We dealt with Kobe's people and we were told very clearly that she had been notified." When asked about the families of other victims being notified, Levin said, "That is a fair point." So what do y'all think? Who's to blame for this? Do you think that it's fair that they did that? Do you think it's not fair? Just like, where do y'all stand with this?
Well, so just if you look at the coverage overall, it's basically about Kobe, which is understandable because he's like a basketball legend. But the thing is there were 7 other people on board that died except Kobe and his daughter, and like people are forgetting about them, just like TMZ did.
There was some serious level of miscommunication.
Exactly.
Yeah, like their families needed to be notified before anything else was released to the public. Like they were the first people that needed to know everything.
And I do think that like that is a bit of like unethical journalism to come out with a story like that when people don't even know that happened. Like imagine hearing that your mom or your dad died from TMZ. You know, like
before you hear it
before
from,
you even hear it from anyone else. Yeah. So I think that definitely TMZ should. I mean, I think they should.
They jumped the gun a little bit on that.
Yeah, for sure. Because they might have dealt with like Kobe's like people and Kobe's family, but they didn't deal with the other people that were on the plane.
Exactly. Next, at the Grammys this weekend, Tyler, the Creator, came away with his first award for his album Igor. But the artist says his feelings are mixed. He told ET backstage, "On one side, I'm very grateful that what I made could be acknowledged in a world like this. But also it sucks that whenever we, and I mean guys that look like me, do anything that's genre bending, they always put it in rap or urban category." Tyler went on to say that he felt the word urban in the category is just a politically correct way to say the N-word. He wonders why he can't just be considered pop.
Now, I do think that's interesting because that is like a problem if you look at the Grammys and all that kind of stuff. And honestly, I wouldn't consider that album to be like urban. So his point, in my opinion, is honestly very fair.
I think so too. Yeah. And
Agreed.
I think, we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, like the Grammys are not perfect. Like we've been seeing that. I mean, they've been doing all sorts of stuff recently. So I mean, I get what he's saying, and I mean, I don't think that's fair.
Yeah, I agree with you
I
on
really
that one.
don't. What about you?
But
Elizabeth?
also, I feel like none of us quite have a place to say anything
about it. Yeah, that is a good point.
Yeah.
Now, you don't have to be a fan of The Bachelor to have an opinion on this next topic. In this week's episode on the show The Bachelor, Pilot Pete spent a one-on-one date at a concert by country singer Chase Rice. The catch? The contestant he was on the date with used to date the singer. This became the focal point of the episode after the contestant waited until after the date to tell Peter. The country singer is now complaining that the producers duped him by getting him involved in the drama after telling him he wouldn't be. So was this okay? Should the producers have given him a heads up? Or, I mean, what do y'all think?
It's whatever's going to get you views. I mean, obviously the producers knew, like, hey, this girl and Chase Rice has some history, so like, let's go to the concert. Now, if I was the girl, obviously I'm not going to go with Pete and be like, yeah, this is my ex-boyfriend or anything like that. So I mean, you're going to keep your mouth shut until the end maybe, but Honestly, they're doing it for the views, so I don't know.
Like, that completely makes sense, and I get that they want to, like, do that for the views, but also, if they told Chase Rice that he wasn't going to be involved in the drama, and then he became the focal point of the episode,
honestly.
that's the unethical side that
I agree on that.
Or Pete.
That's terrible.
And I feel like I've been reading on Twitter recently that everyone's like, okay, seriously guys, like the Bachelor's producers need to butt out because now they're just like, I feel like they're trying to plot the whole thing, which like, I mean, I get it, like it's supposed to be funny, like it's supposed to be drama-full, but just at the same time, I'm like, guys, like y'all are basically like, now it's a scripted show.
Oh yeah, it's gotten pretty bad.
I mean, that's what you see with like a lot of reality TV. Like they like really like to just like ignore like what might be the truth and like create this like drama and create this story that's gonna get people to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Which obviously is working because I mean we're talking about it right now. So
Yeah,
here we are.
Fair point.
Thanks, guys. That's all we have for today's Pack Chat. We'd love to know what your thoughts are on today's topic, so head over to our Insta story at CPHS News to vote in our poll. We'll see you back here next week, and don't forget, T-Wolf Pack, there's always time to chat.
Thanks, Ella, and thank you to the Pack Chat. Don't forget, you can catch anything you missed on today's show on our YouTube channel. Just search CPHS News. Make sure to watch tomorrow's show for a story over Stacey Danielson's middle school new principal and a new segment, TikTok of the Week. We will see you there with CPHS News. I'm Evan Vines. Remember to make it a great day or not, the choice is yours. Have a phenomenal day, Cedar Park.